Hello everyone, I'm Saransh Kumar, the Secretary Extension and Outreach Activities of Kyamangalam University, Gurgaon. Today, I'm with Ms. Sonal Goyal, an IS officer, to have an interview as the exam is approaching of us. So thank you for having me, ma'am.
Thank you, Saransh.
So before starting the questionnaire, I will just give you a brief introduction about ma'am. Mrs. Sonal Goyal is an IS officer of 2008 batch and has served the nation for 15 years. And she has also authored the book Nation Calling: Holistic Approach in UPSC Civil Services. With roots in Panipat, Haryana and education in Delhi, she is currently Secretary Government of Tripura. A commerce graduate from SRCC, she has held CS, LLM and MA degrees, as well as she's been recognized for contributions to rural development and women and child welfare. So ma'am, here's the first question.
Yes.
With exam season upon university students, what strategies do you recommend for managing stress effectively?
For students, first of all, I would like to wish them all the very best. And when we're talking about stress, this is very natural process that everybody would feel anxious, they would feel stressed, they will have anxiety and all. So what is important is that we need to have a kind of a schedule which we follow, a clear-cut kind of a schedule, and then we try to follow that schedule. And then also repeated revisions are very, very important for any examination. And so for managing stress, I also advise students to have some sufficient breaks in between. They should not kind of keep working so that they feel like truly burnout. So that kind of a stage should not occur, and have some breaks, have your some kind of a physical, mental health awareness activity inculcated in your schedule. And stress, I always say, it's a natural process. And if you're not anxious, if you're not stressed, that means you are not serious about this examination, whichever examination. So it is natural to have stress, but do not let stress be overboard on you.
Yes. So the next question is, how can students effectively balance their study time with relaxation to avoid the burnout?
Yeah, so when we're talking about the burnout, when we're talking about relaxation, so everybody generally has some hobbies. People have some hobbies. They like to maybe dance or do some art, painting, read books, watch TV, watch whatever they like. So that's some kind of a time they should try and devote, if not on a daily basis, but at least maybe 2-3 days के interval में they should find out that time. Also it is important कि हम physical activity और ऐसा कुछ activity जो कि relaxation techniques होती हैं, for example yoga, meditation, mindfulness exercises. We should also give importance to mental health. That is also very, very important whenever we are talking about like how to avoid your burnout during the examination.
Yes, ma'am. So the next question is, can you share any time management technique that helped you during your own exam preparations, and what advice do you want to give the students who struggle with procrastination, as it is a very big thing right now?
Yeah, so act of procrastination and effective time management is very, very important, not only for the examination but also when you enter your professional careers, because everything is so much competitive and you have deadlines to be met out, and we all have 24/7 with us. So it is actually how we manage time, how effectively manage time, that is important. So for that, for students, it is very, very important that their study schedules should be very much clear, and it should be a kind of a reverse calculation. For example, if somebody has an examination like 1 month from now, 1 month from today, so how many days he or she would like to have for the revision, final revision, and prior to that, like how many days are there for your examination syllabus covering. And then the syllabus covering would mean an entire topics or whatever strategy you want to follow, depending upon your target cutoff marks and all that. So every exam has different pattern. So that is important. And then when you have this clear schedule laid out, it is also important to prioritize. So clear scheduling along with prioritization is very, very important, because not everything would be important. So we all have heard about the Eisenhower matrix. The Eisenhower matrix talks about like bifurcating your activities into a kind of a matrix, which indicates yes, they are very important and they are very urgent. So you definitely have to do. And then there are some activities which are important but not very urgent. So you can delay to do it at a later stage. And then there are some activities which are neither urgent nor important. So maybe you can delegate or you can just avoid doing them. So it is important that you have clear schedules. You have your time for revisions. That is also very, very important. And I think prioritization is the key for this.
Yes, ma'am. You are absolutely correct about that. So the next question is, what role does physical exercise play in stress management, especially during high pressure periods like this examination time?
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier also, either it is a physical exercise, you want to walk, jog, aerobic, Zumba. At home also now there are many online platforms are also available in which you can learn some exercises. I also learned some exercises during COVID, and then I kind of keep on switching, try something on my own. So that also can be done. It is not at all necessary that you have to join a gym only and then only you can work out. You have a park, you just go and walk and jog in the fresh air. I think that is the basic and the best thing which we can give to ourselves. And along with that, along with the physical, if you have some kind of time for your breathing exercises, because that actually helps in your management of stress, also management of your anxiety. Your breathing exercises, your yoga, meditation, they are all very, very important.
Yeah, as mental health is more important than physical.
Yeah, because
if we don't have a great mental health, it will be worse for our physical health.
Yes, and we see the cases of depression, the cases of students suffering from the depression, the students even attempting suicide. So that is very unfortunate. So we should not be reaching up to that level.
So the next question is, how important is it to maintain a healthy schedule during exam preparation for mental health, and how can students achieve this? The same question.
The similar thing which I mentioned. Yeah. So some relaxation techniques along with hobbies, and along with, I would also add on one more thing, is your support group is important. So everybody has some people in their lives whom they feel they are emotionally attached to. And when we talk about the emotional attachment, that means that you can talk to that person irrespective of your own state of mind, which is very, very important. So that person is available to you to discuss things, to kind of give that support, to mentor you, to counsel you, to guide you. So they could be your family, they're your parents, your siblings, they could be any of your close friends, they could be your professors, teachers, or guide and all. So it is very important to have some at least 2-3 people in your life with whom you can talk whenever we are talking about especially mental health, because we also this month, in fact a month of May is being celebrated as the mental health awareness month. And last week I had an online session also on Instagram, because I had been receiving the request from the students to discuss upon this. Even though I am not an expert, I am not a student of psychology or behavioral management, but whatever I have learned from my own experiences, that talking is most important. You have to actually share how you are feeling, and if you are not feeling happy, you need to find out the reason that why I am not feeling happy. And if it is continuing for say 2, 3, 4 days, then definitely it is not good. It is a sign of danger, and seek help. There are therapists also available. It is actually bad not to discuss than to feel shy and all to discuss. So that is not at all required. We are all mature people. We all understand the nuances. We all know the work pressures, the stresses which we are going through. So seek help if it is required. Therapy, counseling, anything, online, physical. So something we need to find out.
Truly, ma'am. As you said, your experience has made you achieve so much, and you are just providing it to us as well. So the next question is, how can students stay motivated and focused throughout the exam season without feeling overwhelmed?
Okay, so when we are talking about like feeling overwhelmed, so this, as I mentioned initially also, that the feeling of anxiety, the feeling of stress, you feeling anxious, that is very, very natural. And I actually tell the students that if you are not feeling that anxiety or stress level, that means you are not serious about that particular examination. So, but then what is important is that it should not overpower you. So, if we are talking that it should not overpower you, we have to understand that our self-confidence, so I use the term positive self-belief, that is very, very important, that we have to have a faith in our own capabilities, and a kind of, a conviction that yes, whatever we are doing, it is in right direction, and keep making those regular checks also. That is also important, that आपने कोई plan बनाया, आप 2-3 दिन बाद में उसको check कीजिए. So for example, if you are faltering or if there is gap, then definitely that remedy or the corrective action needs to be taken. And determination, your resilience and your perseverance. These 3 things are very, very important. Your own determination, your own resilience, how face the challenges, and your perseverance to kind of keep giving efforts during the challenging situations. That will help you not only during your exams, also when you enter your professional careers.
Definitely. Yeah. So the last question, but definitely not the least one. What makes you the Sonal Goyal? Any superpower or strength when it comes to exams, as you have a very consistent academic excellence?
Friends, I am not the Sonal Goyal, I am just Sonal Goyal. This is a name, the name was given by my parents, Sonal, and Goyal is of course my family surname. But what I feel is my, maybe I can say my X factor, or something which I feel it is my unique factor, is that I keep challenging my own self. And that is my strength, because I never, I somehow can't settle down. And जो आपकी लिंगो में, आजकल लिंगो में चुल एक word use करते हैं. So that chul of never settling down kind of keeps on motivating me, keeps on trying new things. Recently मैं 16 years के बाद में एक trek पे गई, high altitude trek पे. It was almost after 16 years that I did a high altitude trek into the Himalayas. That was in Rupin Supin Valley. It was truly an amazing experience, and given the fact that in between मैंने लवासना में जो last trek किया था 2008 में, उसके बीच में कोई और trek मैंने physical strength वाला नहीं किया. And this was an entire 6-day period जिसमें 4 days were you were trekking upscale, and then you come back, and then 2 days were in traveling, the road travel. So that was a different kind of an experience, and I think I keep experimenting, and my desire, my burning desire, my passion, my quirks, I would say, they are my X factor, which keep on motivating me and keep on inspiring me to even interact with youth, to inspire me to learn from you all, because we are all in learning stages. And I also feel that yes, this is just a beginning. I need to do a lot more, and that is why just to before we conclude, this is a book which I wrote last year, September 2023. This was released by Honorable Union Minister Shri Kiran Rijiju. The book is titled Nation Calling: Holistic Approach to UPSC Civil Services Examination. The book is primarily for the students for civil services, but it also has some chapters which are on the competitive examination, like identifying your, how do you overcome challenges, how do you achieve success, overcoming failures, and of course my own journey and the strategy aspect. So everything is included in this. This book is available online on Amazon and Flipkart. If anybody is interested, they can look at this book also. I'm sure this will help them in their career, in their journey. And to conclude, I would like to just give a message to all the dear students. हिंदी की 2 पंक्तियाँ मेरे जहन में अभी आ रही हैं, जो आपके लिए मैं यहाँ पे बोलना चाहूँगी कि कोई भी लक्ष्य मनुष्य के साहस से बड़ा नहीं, कोई भी लक्ष्य मनुष्य के साहस से बड़ा नहीं, हारा वही जो लड़ा नहीं, हारा वही जो लड़ा नहीं. तो हमारी जीवन में बहुत सारे संघर्ष आएंगे, बहुत सारी कठिनाइयाँ आएंगी, लेकिन उससे हमें बॉग डाउन नहीं होना है, उससे घबराना नहीं है. We need to equip ourselves. How do we overcome these challenges? And that is where lies our strength. Thank you so much. My best wishes. Thank you so much, and my best wishes to all the dear students. You all will shine, you all will rock. To all the talented, bright students of K.R. Mangalam University, may you all keep making your university, your parents, your state, your country proud. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, ma'am. Thank you for having such a lovely session with me. And
Thank you
for providing such a motivational session to the other students as well. It was such a great session to have with you.
so much.